Hello and welcome to my Fist Only No Vanquisher Seal Company of Champions boss run. And this is part 21, the Sinh boss fight, the dragon. So this took me a couple of tries, more than I would like to have done, because I had to kinda change my tactic. I had a tactic in my soul level 1 where I hit his head, where I bait an attack that he does with this head, and then I stand in front of it and just hit the head. And I realized that if I do that with my fist, this video was going to last like 40 or 50 minutes, and I didn't want that. But at the same time, I did wanted to do this boss fight, so I just end up doing a different strategy. When I roll through an attack that he does on his front leg, that you will see here, maybe, if he doesn't fly away. Yeah, you see, I roll, I went to his back legs and I punched him. And if he does this, if he stands in his two legs, he will do a fire breath, and I can hit his tail. And if you hit his tail hard enough or long enough, you will cut his tail, but this will not happen here because I'm doing very low damage. And if you cut his tail, the only thing that happens is that he cannot do a 360 attack with that he basically does a 360 with his tail. So he basically cannot do that anymore, but he rarely does it anyway. I don't think he does it even once in this video, so it's fucking rare. Oh, and also another thing that he does is that he flies too much, of course, as I mentioned, and as I'm bothered by this fact. It's because waiting is not fun. You see, he spends all this time flying, and what you basically have to do is stay as close to him as possible, because he will launch a couple of attacks. He can do a fire breath ball that explodes and leaves poison on the ground. He can do poison or petrification. I think it's petrification or whatever, that attack. And you basically have to run, because he does that attack, that he does a large breath attack on the ground. Now he will fall. I will go to his chest. Always try to bait the attack of his front leg so I can move up to his back. This is an attack where he launches at you from the sky. You have to run straight in a line, left or right, to completely evade it. He stands again and hit his tail. As you see, the damage is pretty good. I mean, I'm kinda surprised by this. You have to be careful by this. Sometimes he does that. And sometimes you don't want to stand directly when he flies up directly down, because he can fall, and if he falls with his four legs on top of you, he will kill you outright. I think he does it here. Well, you see, he didn't fall directly on me. He kinda did with one leg or something, and he did moderate damage. So he would have killed me if he fell, because believe me, that's what killed me the couple of times that I failed. So you want to stand below him, but a little to the left or the right. And in this distance, you want to bait the breath attack, like Ancient Dragon, so you can run on his chest and bait this attack, maybe? Yes, this attack when you roll and go to his legs, to the back legs, and you hit him. And I'm doing good damage. I'm surprised by the damage. And I'm going to, you see, he decides to fall. And this was rather easy. I mean, I think I failed 3 or 4 times just because he fell on me. But this is a rather easy boss when you get the timings of his attacks when he flies away. And if I'm going to compare this boss to Calamite, I mean, Calamite is such a fun boss, such a challenging and fun boss. I had so much fun with Calamite, which is the dragon boss of the first and only DLC of Dark Souls 1, Artorias of the Abyss. Calamite was grounded because he had a wing. He had a huge arrow stuck into a wing, sorry, and he was grounded. So that's the way that you do a boss, even as a dragon. I mean, you will say, well, it's a fucking dragon, like right, like the guardian dragon. Why wouldn't he fly away? But really, if he was a real dragon, guys, do you think he will come down to the ground and let me hit him? No, he will stay up there and just fucking kill me. So it's a game. You have to do a fun boss fight with a dragon. Just ground him. Just make an excuse and ground him. And this is basically what they did with Artorias of the Abyss. And what they did here is waiting. It just has a lot of waiting. And the waiting is boring. And I get hit by some significant amount of damage here. That's the attack that it does with his head that I will bait in the soul level 1 boss. And if you want to see the soul level 1 fight, check it out because it's pretty cool. I don't think I take a lot of time, but I do a different strategy, so you might want to check it out. And this is the end of Sin and the end of the first DLC. That's the soul. I think I will go and grab the crown, yes. And after this I will grab a ring that's close to it. And I'll see you at the boss fight part 22, which will be Fume Night. A cool boss, so take care guys.